Hello everybody, welcome to Review a Day episode number 108 for Monday, December the 22nd, 2008. Hello everybody, welcome to Review a Day, the daily video blog where I review a movie 7 days a week. My name is Leland Brungar and thank you very much for joining me. I've been watching a lot of Christmas movies lately. I watched Love Actually tonight. That movie is so sappy and so schmaltzy. And I absolutely love every single second of that movie just about. It is so corny, but for some reason the movie pulls it off and I absolutely love it. I thought about reviewing it, but I'm actually going to review one or two Christmas films I don't think are very great because all I've really talked about are the ones that I really like. So I'm going to review some kind of less than Christmas films in the next few days, but Love Actually, I adore that film. I would probably give it a 4 out of 5 if I did a review. It's Hugh Grant. I love that Hugh Grant is the Prime Minister in this film because I've always thought of Hugh Grant as the Prime Minister of all romantic comedies. He's the, and they're not all very good, but he's in a lot of them. But today I'm going to review for you guys Gran Torino, and this is the newest film from Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood is a director I don't automatically buy into Clint Eastwood's films because there's a lot of them I don't really like. The ones I do love, I love Mystic River, I love Unforgiven, I really hated $1 Million Baby, I did not like Flags of Our Fathers, or Letters from Iwo Jima, I believe that was what it was called. Didn't enjoy those, but Gran Torino is his newest film, and he plays this old racist widower who basically intervenes between gang activity. This Asian gang is terrorizing this Asian family, and they're going to take the son and initiate him in the gang. They take him and they tell him to steal Clint Eastwood's old Gran Torino. He stops him, and Clint Eastwood kind of becomes this savior for a lot of these this Asian neighborhood that is often terrorized by this rough gang. He befriends the young boy who lives next door, and he also befriends his older sister, and they kind of form this relationship. Gran Torino is an unusual movie, and I'm not sure how the general public will react to this film, because it isn't typical Oscar bait, kind of. I mean, as much as I enjoyed Frost Nixon and Milk, those films are made for the Oscars. They're about these really big ideas. They're big, and they deal with really important issues. Gran Torino, I think, deals with a lot of important things like racism and kind of the loss of his wife. There's a lot of really heavy issues going on in this film, but it isn't packaged in the way Oscar season usually is. And I think that's one thing that's really going to throw people off. But what really sold most of this film for me is Clint Eastwood's directing. Clint Eastwood is a fucking amazing director, and this is probably my favorite film he's directed. Maybe not more than Unforgiven, but just like the setting of this film and the way he shoots it, you absolutely feel like you're in the middle of it. There's this scene between this two gang, the Asian gang and another one, and they're just like driving next to each other, and they're just like yelling shit back and forth. And I honestly felt like I was in the middle of this, in the middle of it. It's so immersive, and it's so strange that Clint Eastwood is directing these really gritty scenes with gangsters. The guy's 78. He's like a grandpa, and I think the film absolutely soars best when it's doing these really high tension situations. There's a situation. There's a scene later on in the film between the Asian girl and these three black guys that when Clint Eastwood intervenes. I love that scene. For me, it was such a joy to see Clint Eastwood like click back into that old, just gravelly voice. He's a racist. He is so racist, it's ridiculous. To the point that literally every sentence he has like a different racial slur to throw at people. I don't know how people are going to react to this movie. It's interesting because it really is a fable. It really is about Clint Eastwood's, his character's journey, and not a lot of stuff happens in this movie, and I think a lot of people will be turned off by that, but I don't know, I really enjoyed this movie, and while I don't think it's as good as Frost Nixon or Milk, this movie hit me on a gut level that Frost Nixon and Milk did not do. I absolutely loved this little universe Clint Eastwood created with this film. I think he directed the shit out of it. I do think Gran Torino is probably one of the top 10 films of the year. I could see a film like this with another director or another actor, and you know it just would have been watered down, and it wouldn't have had any of the same character that this film does. And it's lucky that Clint Eastwood got a hold of this, because he was made to play this part, and I think that he brings a level of visceral detail in a lot of these really kind of violent scenes that I don't think many directors get away with. I give Gran Torino a 4 out of 5. I fucking loved it. I really recommend people see this film, because I think I loved it. But I'm interested to see what a lot of other people have to say about it. If you guys are liking my reviews, make sure and subscribe. Give me some star ratings. If you have any questions, comments, or would like to see me review any films, leave them in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.